Trade ups can be a really good way to make profit in CS2 as long as you're okay with taking some risk. We're going to look at exactly how to find good trade ups and how to get the skins for those trade ups for as cheap as humanly possible. Right after a word from today's sponsor. Skin Club is a popular CS2 case opening site with a ton of different provably fair game modes like case battles, upgrader, and more. They also have daily cases, a ton of different deposit methods, and just as many ways to withdraw your winnings. And the best part is, if you wanted to try it out, you can use code DNB or the link in the description below for a free 7% bonus when you deposit. They also have a limited time event going on right now where you can earn rewards just by playing on the site. 18 plus only and play responsibly. And huge thanks to Skin Club for sponsoring this video. This website is called Trade Up Spy and it is one of the best trade up websites right now. They have a trade up calculator where you can calculate your own trade ups by clicking on one of these slots and putting in whichever skin you want, and then you can just duplicate that skin however many times you want, or you can put in different skins and it will tell you all of the outcomes and your percentage for that outcome, as well as the profit and loss. Although the reason why I really like this website is that if you go up to the top and you click on the trade ups category, it will show you a bunch of trade ups that are actually profitable right now. For example, this trade up right here that they named Rest in Peace, if you inspect this trade up, you can see that if you use all of these skins, you have these outcomes. So you have a 13% chance to profit $35, about 26% chance to break even, and a 60% chance to lose money. But this is a good trade up because if you notice, whenever you lose money, which you will do 60% of the time, you're really only losing $2.24 at the max. And when you make money, you're gaining $43. So this is a pretty good trade up that only cost around $16. Although the issue is that you have to get very specific floats for this trade up to actually work correctly. If you notice, some of these skins are minimal wear, but some of them are also factory new. And this isn't just coincidence. If we scroll down to the output section, we can see that the average float is 0.057, which means that all of these skins have to have an average float of 0.057. So you can't just go on the market and buy 4 CZ pole positions and 6 P90 Neo Queens. It's not actually that easy. You have to get CZs with a float of 0.09 or lower, and you have to get the P90s with a float of 0.035 or lower. So if you wanted to do this trade up, the best thing to do would be to place buy orders. Now the best way to do this in my opinion would be to go on CS Float, search for the skin that you want to place a buy order for. So in this scenario, it is the P90 Neo Queen, and we need one of these in factory new non-stat track. So we can just go over here and click on factory new and normal, and these are all of the P90 Neo Queens in factory new on the market right now. Although as you can see, this one's going for $1.70, but it has a float of 0.05, which is way above the 0.035 float that we actually need for the trade up. So what we would do in this scenario is to go over here to the buy orders tab and click on create. Now we can go over to advanced and we can get rid of 2 of these parameters because we only need 1 parameter for this. And where it says float value, just go here and select less than or equal to 0.035. Basically right here, you would just put whichever float trade up spy tells you that your skin needs to be. Because if you get a P90 with a lower float, that is absolutely fine. It just cannot be higher. Then you want to put in your quantity. So for this trade up, we want 6 of them. And then you want to put your price. Now, what I would recommend is to put your price well above the current buy order so that you can get these skins quickly. So the current buy order is $1.22. So what I would do is $1.30. Check this box right here after making sure that you didn't make any mistakes and click on place order. What this would do is make it to where whenever a P90 Neo Queen with a float less than or equal to 0.035 gets put on the market and the price is $1.30 or less, it will automatically get sold and traded to you. Now this does take some time and patience, but this is the absolute best way to actually get skins for your trade ups. Whenever I want to do a trade up, this is exactly what I do, and I end up getting the skins after about 3 to 5 days. Sometimes you can get lucky and one person can sell you all of their Neo Queens and you can just get 6 at once, but other times it can take a little bit longer. And I know it kind of sucks having to be patient, but if you don't want to be patient, you will have to pay a lot of more money for your trade up to the point where it just won't be worth it anymore. For example, as we can see here, the cheapest P90s that we can get that are usable are just under $3. This one's $2.83 and this one's $2.84. Although if we look at trade up spy, it says here that you should pay around $1.82 per P90. And these profit numbers down here are only accurate if you pay this much or less for the skin. If you paid $1 more for each input, this trade up would end up costing an extra $10, and instead of this being a $2 loss, obviously it would be a $12 loss. And same thing with the Galil, instead of this being a $43 profit, it would only be a $33 profit. By the way guys, we now have our very own Discord server. You can join it from the description if you want to find people to trade with, teammates, or if you want to be a part of the community. I do giveaways in there all the time, so definitely make sure you join if you don't want to miss out on free skins. And there is a 94% chance that if you're watching this right now, you are not subscribed. So if you just checked and you aren't subscribed, make sure to hit that sub button so that you don't miss out on any future videos or giveaways.